Good morning, students. How are you all? I hope you all are fine. And as you all know, we are doing the first chapter, that is, the sparrows get a new home. And as you remember, in my previous videos, I had done grammar topics, that was antonyms and subject and predicate. So I have done two grammar topics, that is antonyms and subject and predicate, in the first chapter, and I have already explained you the chapter, done all the exercises of the course book. So what we will do today is that I will just revise the chapter by giving you the quiz. Okay, I will just explain you in the form of quiz, because you will be having your test of this chapter on 7th, right? So we will just revise the chapter in the form of a quiz. Okay, I will give you 10 to 12 quiz, and then I will also show you some worksheets which you can practice at home. Did you understand? So let's start with the quiz. Now, as you know, students, we are doing the 7th part, means this is the 7th video, okay, of this chapter. Okay, now just we will see the slides. So see, what is the activity? You have to choose the correct option and answer the following questions. Okay, there will be questions given and you will be given 3 options, and you have to select the correct option. I will discuss the answer right now. Okay, see the first one. Where did Rini's father go to buy plywood and nails? Okay, so you know Rini and her father had decided to make a birdhouse, and for that they needed plywood and nails. You know plywood, no? Plywood means piece of wood, and they needed nails also. So where did they decided to go to buy it? Okay, where do you get plywood and nails? Bakery shop. Option A is bakery shop, B grocery shop, or C hardware shop. Now you think of the answer, students, and I know that it's very easy for you. The correct answer is hardware shop. Okay, so the correct answer is hardware shop. Can you see it has become bold? Okay, it has become a little big in size. So the correct answer is C, the hardware shop. So Rini and her father decided to go to the hardware shop to buy plywood and nails. And you know what is a hardware shop, no? It is there in the word body section, the place where you get all the paint and tools and all different tools for building a house. Okay, so that is called a hardware shop. Now see the second question. What did Rini thought the sketch looked like? Now you know that Rini's father showed her a sketch. Okay, sketch means a rough drawing that is done with a pen or a pencil. Okay, so sketch means a rough drawing. So when Rini's father showed her the sketch, then how did the sketch look to Rini? Means what Rini thought about the sketch. There are 3 options given: toy house, doll house, or dog house. So Rini thought the sketch looked like a toy house, a doll house, or a dog house. Think of the answer. And now I will tell you the answer. The correct answer is doll house. Okay, why did Rini thought it looked like doll house? Because it was very small. Okay, the house was very small, so she thought it was a doll house. Okay, so she thought it was a doll house. So the correct answer is B, doll house. Understood, students? Now we will see the third one. Nowadays most of the old houses have given way to dash. Okay, now this is like a blank, fill in the blank. So nowadays most of the old houses have given way to dash means, you know, given way, it is in the meanings, it is in the word body section. Given way means in place of which something else is come. So in place of old houses, what is come? That is your question. Nowadays, most of the old houses have given way to dash. Given way means in place of old houses, now what is come? Now 3 options are given to you. Small houses, high buildings or old buildings. Okay. In place of old houses, what is there now? Small houses, high buildings and old buildings. Now you can think of the answer. And I know many of you must be knowing this answer. And the correct answer is B, high buildings. Okay. So nowadays, in place of old houses, what has come? High buildings. That means old houses have given way to high buildings. So there is no place for the sparrows to build the nest. They don't make nest in high buildings. Okay. So they are not getting nesting places. So this is your third answer, high buildings. Now see the fourth one. The bird house was placed near the dash. This is also fill in the blank. Now after they made the bird house, where it was placed means where it was kept. There are 3 options. Window ledge, door side or terrace. Okay, where did Rini's father place the bird house? Window ledge, door side or terrace. And do you know what is the correct answer? You all know, right? The correct answer is window ledge. Okay, window ledge means there is a space near the window to keep something. That is called window ledge. On top of the window or on the bottom of the window, you know, there is some place. So that is called the window ledge. So Rini's father placed the bird house near the window ledge. Understood, students? Now see the fifth one. How many sparrows entered the bird house? You know, now after keeping the bird house near the window ledge, they waited for many months. Rini and her father waited for many months, but no sparrow, no bird came. And one day after many months, some sparrows came. Okay, some sparrows entered the bird house. Now in this question you have to answer how many sparrows entered the bird house. 1, 2 or 3. Now you all know the answer. It is very easy. The answer is 2. Okay. 2 means a pair of sparrows, right? 2 means you say pair. You use the word pair for 2. So 2 sparrows entered the bird house means a pair of sparrows entered the bird house. Did you understand, students? Now sixth one. Rini and her father watched the pair of sparrows as quiet as dash. Now you know when the sparrows came in the bird house, Rini and her father were watching them very quietly. Why? Because if they would make a noise, they would fly away. So they watched the pair of sparrows as quiet as dash. How quietly they were watching? Like pigeons, like mice or like cats. They watched the sparrows as quiet as pigeons, mice or cats. Now this is also very simple. The answer is mice. Okay. So Rini and her father watched the pair of sparrows as quiet as mice. Okay, students. Now we will see the next one. Okay, now this is about antonym. I have done the topic antonym also. Yes or no? Opposite. Antonym means opposite. Now see here. The antonym of difficult is dash. What is the antonym of difficult that you have to answer? The options are easy, good or bad. Very easy. Okay, what is the antonym of difficult? It is easy. Difficult means hard. Okay, difficult means very hard. And easy means when you can easily do something, it is called easy. So the antonym of difficult is easy. Antonym means opposite. Understood? Now the next one is also a question of antonym. The antonym of dash is bright. Now you have to answer that the antonym of which word is bright. The options are light, dark or shine. Okay, bright means very bright. A lot of light is called bright. Okay, Now you have to answer that what is the antonym of bright. Antonym means opposite. Is it light? Is it dark? Or is it shine? Now the answer is dark. It's very easy, of course. Dark, bright. Yes or no? Dark means you cannot see anything, and bright means it is very bright. Lot of light is there, so that is called bright. So the antonym of dark is bright. Now the next one. Okay, now the next one is a question of subject and predicate. I explained to you, right? Subject means the main part of the sentence, about whom the sentence is. Okay, you have to ask in the question about whom the sentence is, about what is spoken in the sentence. Okay, so that is a predicate. And what is said about the subject, that is a predicate. Okay, so subject means the main part and predicate starts from the verb. Very easy. Predicate always starts from the verb. Okay, and subject is what? About whom the sentence is spoken, that is called the subject. Now see the sentence. The dog barked at the man. This is your sentence. Now you have to say the subject. The subject in the above sentence is dash. Now what is the subject? The options are the dog, barked, or the man. It is very easy. I told you, if you want to know the subject, what question you must ask? About what the sentence is, about what the sentences means, about whom it is spoken. Okay, what is given, about whom it is given in the sentence. So the sentence is about the dog, right? So the subject is the dog. And in the same sentence, what will be the predicate? The predicate starts from the verb. So the predicate will be barked at the man. Barked is the verb. So predicate starts from the verb. Barked at the man. And this is a subject, the dog. About what we are talking in this sentence? We are talking about the dog. So the dog is the subject. This is very easy, okay? Now the next question is also about subject and predicate. Tina loves to dance. Now the predicate in the above sentence is dash. Now you have to answer what is the predicate. The option is Tina loves or loves to dance. Now I told you, first you must see about what are we speaking in this sentence. We are speaking about Tina. So Tina is the subject and predicate starts from the verb. What is the verb? Loves. So loves to dance is the predicate. Okay. So the answer is loves to dance. Tina loves to dance. So we are speaking about Tina. So Tina is a predicate and verb starts from loves. Okay, predicate starts from loves. Loves to dance is the predicate. Yes or no, students? So this is very simple. Now I gave you the 10 questions like a quiz. So like that questions only you will get in the test. Okay, your test will be taken on 7th. So you will get options will be given. I have given you 3 options. In the test you will be given 4 options. So I have just given you example. Okay, this is just an example. You will not be asked the same questions. Okay, this is only for your practice and for your revision. Okay students, this is only for your practice and for your revision. Okay, so you have to study everything. Anything can be asked from the chapter. Did you understand, students? And especially you must see the videos. Okay, now see the next slide. See, this is a worksheet. I will just explain to you. Can you see? This is for your practice. Okay students, this is an worksheet on antonyms. See, you can look at these pictures. Heavy, light. It is given here heavy. I explained to you. The opposite of heavy is light. Heavy means very heavy. You cannot carry it. You cannot lift it. That is called heavy. And light means it is very light. It has no weight. Like a feather is very light. And this is a weight. This is very heavy. Okay, heavy means it has a lot of weight. And light means it has no weight. You can easily lift it. You can easily carry it. So these two are antonyms. Heavy and light. Now hot and cold. They are also antonyms. Okay, hot means it's very hot, and cold means it's very cold. Okay, like cold drink. Tea is very hot, right? So hot and cold are also antonyms, right? Now see this table. Can you see the table? I will show you from close. In match A, some words are given, and in column B also some words are given, and you have to match them. They all are antonyms. Okay, now I will just save the answers, then you can just write it in your notebook. You can just practice this in your home notebook. It is very useful for your test. Okay, this is just for practice. Okay students, now see big. What is the antonym of big? You can see in the options. The antonym of big is small. The antonym of big is small. Okay, what is the antonym of rich? The antonym of rich is poor. Rich means you have a lot of money, and poor means you don't have money. So the antonym of rich is poor. Okay students, now the next one is day. What is the antonym of day? The antonym of day is night. The antonym of day is night. Hard. What is the antonym of hard? The antonym of hard is soft. Hard means very hard. You cannot press it. Okay, hard means like coconut. And soft means it is very soft, like a sponge, like cotton. Okay, so hard, soft. What is the antonym of near? The antonym of near is far. Near means close by, and far means it is very far away. Okay, so the antonym of near is far. What is the antonym of front? The antonym of front is back. Front means it is front of you, and back means it is behind you. Okay, understood? Front means it is front of you. Okay, and back means it is behind you. So antonym of front is back. Now what is the antonym of fat? The antonym of fat is thin. Okay, fat means when something is very fat, like an elephant, and thin means very thin, like a camel. Okay, so these were some antonyms. Understood? These were some antonyms. Now I will show you some slide. I will show you one slide of subject and predicate so that you may understand it nicely. Okay students? Okay, now see over here, this is also like a worksheet about subject and predicate. Okay students, so in this what you have to do, you only have to underline the subject and circle the verbs, but I will be telling you about the predicate. This is only for your practice. Okay students, so that you may give your test nicely, so that you can be well prepared for your test. This is only for your practice. Okay, now see the first one. Mala plays the guitar well. So about whom are we talking in this sentence? We are talking about Mala. So the subject is Mala. Okay, now predicate means it starts from the verb, and which is the verb? Plays. Verb means action. What action is done? Plays. So plays the guitar well is the predicate. Understood? So Mala is the subject and plays the guitar well is the predicate. Understood students? Now see the second one. The lion roared loudly. So about what are we talking in this sentence? We are talking about the lion. So that is the predicate. So the first question you must ask is about what are we talking? So that will be the subject. Now the predicate starts from the verb. Which is the verb in this sentence? Roared. So the predicate is roared loudly. Okay, roared loudly is the predicate. The predicate starts from the verb. Understood? Now see the third one. The police officer caught the thief. So about what are we talking in this sentence? We are talking about the police officer. We are talking about the police officer. So that is the subject. Now what are we talking? Okay, what is the verb? Caught. So the predicate starts from the verb, right? So the verb is caught the thief. Understood? So this is your predicate. Very easy. The predicate starts from the verb. Okay. It is very easy to remember. Now see the fourth one. Birds fly in the sky. So about what are we talking in this sentence? We are talking about birds. So birds is the subject. And what is the verb in the sentence? Fly. So fly in the sky is the predicate. The predicate starts from the verb. Understood? Now see the fifth one. Vikas kept the books in the box. So about whom are we talking in this sentence? We are talking about Vikas. So Vikas is the subject. And what is the verb? The verb is kept. Verb means action. So the predicate starts from the verb. So the predicate is kept the books in the box. Understood? So I have explained you 5 sentences. Okay, the remaining 5 sentences from 6 to 10, you can do it on your own, students. Okay, so that you will get a lot of practice. Did you understand? So that you may get a lot of practice. Now you will be able to do it because I have explained to you how to do it. So this is a worksheet. Please practice it at home. Okay, in your homework notebook. Okay, students. So this was my video just to make you practice about whatever I have done. That is chapter 1 and antonyms and subject and predicate, so that you are well prepared for the test. Okay, and the quiz what I asked, that was only for practice. It was just an example. Okay, so same questions will not be asked. Any question can be asked from chapter 1 and antonyms and subject and predicate. You must study everything properly, and especially you must see my videos. Okay, I have uploaded videos on YouTube in 3rd standard English. Okay, so see all the videos. I have explained in detail. Okay, all the question answers also I have given of the textbook. Okay, and all the activities also I have given, all the answers I have given. So please refer to my videos on YouTube and please study properly for the test. Okay, so this was my video for today. Thank you and have a nice day.